For decades, America was the world's dream destination. Hollywood, the Statue of Liberty, Route 66, and the Grand Canyon. These icons weren't just famous landmarks. They represented a sense of freedom, excitement, and endless opportunity that drew millions from every corner of the globe. It was more than a place. It was an idea, a promise of welcome and adventure. People believed that in America, anything was possible, and every visit was a chance to be part of something bigger. But in late 2025, that image is fading. The shine that once made America irresistible is starting to dim, and the world is noticing. The world now sees America as harder to visit, more expensive, and less friendly. The barriers to entry feel higher, and the warmth that once greeted visitors seems to be missing. This isn't just a feeling. Tourism numbers are down, and online conversations have shifted from "when are we going?" to "should we go at all?" Social media is filled with stories of canceled trips and disappointed travelers. New policies, economic pressures, and a changing social climate have all played a part. Rising costs, stricter entry requirements, and uncertainty have made planning a U.S. trip more stressful than ever. Stories of long visa waits and unfriendly encounters at the border are replacing tales of Disney magic and New York energy. The excitement of arrival is now often replaced by anxiety and frustration. Meanwhile, other countries are rolling out the red carpet, simpler visas, better value, and a clear message. You're welcome here. They're making it easier and more enjoyable for travelers to visit. Tourists who once defaulted to the US are now choosing Thailand, Portugal, or Colombia. These destinations offer adventure, affordability, and a sense of being truly wanted. America is no longer the world's automatic first choice. The crowds have thinned, and the buzz has faded. The question is, can it win back its place in the global imagination? Or will the American dream become just another memory for travelers around the world? Much of the decline in international travel to the US starts right at the border, where the journey for many visitors becomes unexpectedly complicated. The US visa process has become a confusing maze. Long waits, endless paperwork, and increasingly invasive questions that test the patience of even the most determined travelers. Travelers now face months-long delays just to secure an interview appointment, making it nearly impossible to plan a trip with any certainty or spontaneity. The scrutiny is more intense than ever. Social media checks, financial records, and detailed itineraries are now standard requirements, adding layers of stress and uncertainty. The message is clear. Every visitor is treated as a potential threat until they can prove otherwise, creating an atmosphere of suspicion and anxiety. Even Europeans, who once breezed through customs, now face longer lines and more aggressive questioning at US entry points, often feeling unwelcome. One bad experience, shared online through a viral post or negative review, can deter thousands of potential visitors from ever considering a trip to America. Meanwhile, other countries are making entry easier and more appealing with e-visas, streamlined processes, and generous visa waivers that attract global travelers. A German family, for example, can visit dozens of countries with just a passport in hand, but needs a mountain of paperwork, interviews, and fees for a US trip. In a world where convenience and speed matter more than ever, America's growing bureaucracy is driving travelers to choose other destinations instead. The Great Wall of paperwork is real, and it's costing the US dearly, as empty attractions and lost revenue become more common. The welcome mat that once greeted the world has been replaced by a closed door, leaving many to wonder if visiting America is worth the hassle. Beyond red tape, the cost of a US vacation is now a major deterrent. The strong dollar and high inflation mean hotels, food, and transport are shockingly expensive for many. What once bought a 2-week adventure now barely covers 5 days in one city. Tourists feel their money goes further elsewhere. Safety concerns add to the hesitation. Global headlines about gun violence and unrest make families think twice. For many, the US just doesn't feel safe or welcoming. Political tensions also play a role. Visitors from countries like China or Russia may feel unwelcome, regardless of policy. The result? Fewer people see America as a place they belong. In a connected world, perception is everything. And right now, America's image is suffering. The stories of would-be visitors say it all. Every year, millions dream of exploring America, but more and more are turning away, frustrated by the obstacles in their path. The Sharma family from India gave up on their US dream after endless visa delays and chose Switzerland instead. Easy visa, warm welcome, no stress. Their vacation was filled with breathtaking views and hassle-free travel, something they now recommend to friends. Elena from Spain ditched her California road trip when she saw the costs and safety concerns, opting for a month in Vietnam and Cambodia for half the price. She found vibrant cultures, delicious food, and a sense of adventure, without breaking the bank. Klaus, a German engineer, now avoids US conferences. Border checks are exhausting, and his colleagues prefer Toronto or London. He says networking is just as good, but the process is far smoother and more welcoming. On travel forums, these stories multiply. Families and solo travelers alike share their experiences. A Mexican family picks Colombia over Florida, Nigerian friends reroute to Dubai, and countless others swap US plans for destinations that feel more accessible. Each decision chips away at America's tourism numbers, leaving once busy attractions noticeably quieter. The world is full of beautiful places, and travelers are choosing the path of least resistance. From South America to Europe and Asia, options abound for those seeking adventure and ease. The message is clear: if America makes it hard, expensive, or unwelcoming, people will simply go elsewhere. The competition is fierce, and travelers have more choices than ever before. These aren't isolated incidents, they're the new normal, shaping the future of global tourism. The decline is real, and it's accelerating. Fewer visitors mean less revenue for local businesses and communities. America's reputation as the world's must-see destination is at risk, as travelers flock to friendlier shores. The question is, will it listen to what travelers are saying and make changes before it's too late? Or will it keep losing ground to friendlier, more accessible countries, watching as the world's tourists choose new favorites? The drop in international tourism isn't just about pride, it's a real economic blow. International visitors spend more than locals, fueling hotels, restaurants, shops, and attractions. Cities like New York, Orlando, and San Francisco are already feeling the pinch. Billions in lost revenue, fewer jobs, and quieter streets. Small towns near national parks or landmarks are struggling too. Fewer global adventurers mean empty motels and struggling tour companies. The ripple effect hits airlines, retailers, and even credit card companies. When tourists stay away, the whole economy feels it. It's not just a travel industry problem, it's everyone's problem. America's lost welcome is costing real money and real jobs. For millions of Americans, the absence of international tourists is personal. Hotels in Chicago and Boston are emptier, forcing discounts and job cuts. Small businesses, souvenir shops, family restaurants see sales plummet. Maria in Miami's Little Havana has cut her own salary just to keep her gift shop open. Tour guides, museums, and art galleries lose revenue and vibrancy. The city's cultural energy fades without the mix of global visitors. Even gig workers, rideshare drivers, Airbnb hosts struggle to fill the gap. The entire tourism ecosystem feels the loss, from street performers to shopkeepers. For many, this isn't an abstract trend. It's a daily struggle to make ends meet. The decline in tourism is hitting home, hard. But American businesses aren't giving up. Many are pivoting to offer more authentic local experiences, unique tours, farm-to-table dining, and outdoor adventures. Cities like Philadelphia are launching Welcome Back World campaigns, bundling deals and training staff in multiple languages. The message: we see you, we value you, and we want you here. Targeted marketing is on the rise. Oregon, for example, is wooing German hikers with custom campaigns. Business groups are lobbying for streamlined visas and better international marketing. They argue that security and hospitality can go hand in hand. The goal, to rebuild America's reputation, one visitor at a time. It's a grassroots effort to reclaim the spirit of welcome. The fight to win back tourists is on, and it's more creative than ever. The cost of lost tourism goes beyond money. Fewer visitors mean less cultural exchange and a loss of soft power, the ability to influence through ideas and personal connections. Visitors who once returned home as informal ambassadors now stay away, leaving negative stereotypes unchallenged. Americans, too, lose out. Fewer chances to meet people from around the world, fewer bridges of understanding. The impact is generational. Fewer tourists today means fewer international students and future innovators tomorrow. America risks becoming more insular, less dynamic, and less connected to the world. The empty hotel rooms are just the surface. The real loss is in connection, understanding, and global respect. The price of being unwelcoming is far higher than lost dollars. The trend can be reversed, but only with real effort. The government must rethink visa and entry policies, balancing security with accessibility. Investing in technology and more consular staff would send a clear signal. America is open again. National leaders must set a welcoming tone, reaffirming the country's ideals of openness and cultural exchange. Local businesses and communities must keep up their grassroots campaigns. Every positive interaction helps rebuild trust. Rebuilding America's reputation is a shared responsibility, from top-level policy to everyday hospitality. The world is watching and waiting for a sign that the U.S. wants them back. Being a welcoming nation is a source of strength, not weakness. America's best self has always been its most open and confident self. By rediscovering that spirit, it can once again become the destination the world dreams of visiting. The welcome mat is waiting to be rolled out if America chooses to do it, too.